Boosie signs Young Blue. Give you a timeline. Boosie signs Young Blue. Blue. Uh, um, with his last little, you know what I'm saying? Well, not even last. I was gonna say his last little, last ditch effort to make sure that he don't. Because the reason why, he's having to do that, even though he's always had, artists around him and shit like that, but he's having to go outside. Everybody he's fucked with has been people that he knows and shit. Now, you go Donkey and all them people that you go to the 5150, that video, and you'll see, some of the artists and shit. And then he got a song called For the Boss Man where you can, hear the artists. These are all people that's from where he's from, his immediate friends. He goes out to go get Young Blue because now it's serious. And it's because he sees the drop off in interest in him. Everybody was waiting on Boosie, and I gotta explain this to you. Everybody was waiting on Boosie to come home. Niggas was swearing to God that he gonna come out and be that same, youngest of the camp Boosie. And I was telling niggas that's impossible. You like the longest that you can do and come back and still get back into your slot will be a year. Because just like with the 3 S's, that isolation, when you're in it, you're in it. This you can apply this to relationships, jobs. You know what I'm saying? When you're in it, you're in it. Time continues to move forward regardless of who's involved with a situation. You can do a year and still, kind of get back acclimated to where you were. After that, time has moved on. More importantly, your fan base has gotten used to rocking without you, because it wasn't just they loved your music. They did. They love your music, but it was in that time. Like all of us used to like Silk the Shocker. You know what I'm saying? We used to like a lot of fucking, music and shit like that. But as we got older, I can't fuck with it no more. And the biggest mistake that a fan can make in their favorite artist's absence is that when the artist comes back, they're gonna be the same way. Even though if they did come back the same way, you still wouldn't like it because now you're older. And so you just really shooting in the dark. You are shooting in the dark. Where are my fans at? And so he came out and niggas was disappointed. And so now once they start referring to the old version of you, you know you in trouble. You in trouble. You in trouble. Because that's saying that who you are now, they don't have any interest in you. You know what I'm saying? So come out of jail, it's not the same Boosie. Nigga did 8 years. You might could do, like I said, we gonna see with Finesse 2 times. But even with that, in order for you to come back the right way, you're gonna have to set yourself up for your demise. Finesse 2 times, the only way he's gonna be able to survive musically is if he dies or goes back to jail, catches another case. As long as he just out here making music, we good on that. They'll, refer back to the old Finesse. Boosie did 8 years. 8 years. Shit is, in the South, the Boosie and Wayne shit got, like, it's so, niggas got killed over that Boosie versus Wayne argument. Who's better and shit like that. And the line was, if you think Wayne is better, then you are soft. Boosie represents the gangsters. Wayne would represent tight pants, skateboard, and y'all want that almost real shit. You know what I'm saying? And so there goes a difference. You must not, because if you don't fuck with Boosie, you can't be no real nigga. That's what they. So now it goes into insults and shit like that, and now you got a fucked up situation. So that shit it's serious. So when Boosie come back and he's not the same Boosie, people give him a chance. what was the song? We Are the World or some shit like that. They gave him a chance. Nigga was, I was in jail and shit like that. Nigga was arguing. I was telling niggas he gonna come out doing auto tune. Hell no, nigga. Fuck that Boosie ain't on that mother. That's the word. He came out doing auto tune. Hard, my nigga. It's hard. You know, this is art we doing, man. This is art. And the reason why you make the art the way that you make it is because of your surroundings and shit like that. And that's what people like. You go into a situation where those surroundings are totally different. There's no way you gonna go back. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people like the early stuff in their musician's career because that's when they were hungry, when they was trying. The same thing with sports. You know what I'm saying? When they was hungry and dedicated, trying to get somewhere, they had focus and shit. You know, they were a different person. And when they get that money, it's just like the shit changes. You can tell that their life has changed, and that right there is one of the problems. It's one of the problems in our culture. We would like our musicians better if they was fucked up. That's just what it is. We don't like the rich versions of our favorite artists. Boosie come home, We Are the World and shit like that. So he's on the decline. Just like Tekashi 6ix9ine, you come out big, everybody's trying to, what's going on? You know, that's go back to that whole disturbance in the public area. Everybody coming around to see what's going on. You got people who ain't even fans that's trying to see what the fuck is going on. And that is one of the first defeats. That number when you first come home is extremely different than that second number that you do. Ah, man, that nigga, it's gone. It's gone. So the decline starts and shit like that. You try to fight against it. Doesn't work. So, all right, we got to do something different here. Not to mention all the personal shit that you have to deal with coming home. This is why we have to have somebody in the seat that knows about the whole process. Because if you're just it's the same thing with basketball. Even though basketball is more, or sports are more, you can talk to that person at each point to find out. With this shit, if you haven't went through it, then you really don't know what's going on. And so you're just speculating. But you know what I'm saying? If you actually live through it, then you have a better vantage point. Bam. Here it is. Man, I gotta do something. So I'm sure he tried a lot of artists from where he was from first, but then it's like, this shit ain't gonna work. Sure, you know, a nigga had issues at home, you know, and so nigga decides, I'm gonna go out of town for it. Gets Young Bleu. I don't care about the other artists. I'm trying to get y'all to the point. Young Bleu. Out of nowhere, Young Bleu turns out to be the one. Young Bleu is happy that, just like any other rapper trying to make it, the first thing you want is that validation. And that validation that an artist, a famous artist, a legendary artist, even though they fell off, they want to fuck with me. It wouldn't matter what the fuck was on the contract. Niggas gonna sign it because nigga want to say, I'm with Badass, I'm with CMG, I'm with fucking 1017. Mainly to flex on the people that are from where they're from that didn't believe in them. Sign it, bam, boom. So many ways that you can do it. If we talking about fucking over artists, there's so many ways that you can do it when you come in with notoriety and when that artist admires you. Bam. Fuck the paperwork. I just want to be seen with you. Which is why the celebrity wants youth. Youth is extremely important. Youth, by definition, means unlearned, unexperienced, unlived. Just like in the streets, all you would have to do is be nice to them, and they'll take that as family. And this is where the bullshit starts. The artist doesn't understand it, but the celebrity does, because that was them. That was them. This is the circle. I thought I was happy and shit like that, and I got fucked over. This how the business goes. You can compare it to any institution that's been in place. This is just how it goes. Time goes by, the artist realizes that they're famous, and in some cases, I'm more famous and more popular than the person that signed me. So we're past um, me being enamored with this legend. It's about money now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've already done. That's another thing in the music shit, and just with any art or just anything, football, basketball, anything. You've already passed the threshold of you being with celebrities. Now we need to see something, and this is where the nigga mind comes into play. It's like, I have to I have to keep these people's attention. The people who don't like me, the people who shit on, I have to continue to impress them. Um, so I'm not gonna be able to do that by just taking pictures with celebrities, because the naysayers are starting to talk, that nigga, all that shit, that nigga ain't getting no money. So now that's what it's about. Um, and that trouble can start right there. Probably did start right there. Because how do you come and talk to your idol about, hey man, I was trying to see if